What happens when you stick two Age of Empire 3 pros in a game of Age of Empires 4, which they've barely played before? Well, welcome to a very special casted game. This is game number 2 of a best of 3 between Widgie and AnimusVox, both of which are Age of Empire 3 pros. So, spawning in the left hand side of the map, in the colour blue we have Widgie, who's going to be playing the English for us. And spawning in the right hand side of the map, in the colour red, we're going to have AnimusVox, who's also going to be playing the English. So we already see a very interesting build here from Widgie, going on to the deer. Very interesting. But look at the map we're on. We are on a Danube River right here. But the spawn has been a little bit off, and Widgie, he spawned down here. So for those that don't know how Danube River works, usually Widgie doesn't spawn over here. He spawns all the way over here. That's what it's usually like anyway. You see the gold and the stone. This is where you usually spawn. But no, Age of Empires spawns like, nah. Widgie wants to be over here. So that's where he's been put. So definitely interesting here. Good thing both players have never played on this map before. They won't know the difference. But yeah, definitely some imbalance here, I guess you would say. I don't think there's a immediate advantage to either player here. They both have a hunt. They both have their resources. So I don't think there's too much of a difference. The only thing that I could see being beneficial is to Animus, who can just wall here and then like wall here. Whereas for Widgie, he has to make bigger walls. But I mean, to be fair, he could wall here as well. But we do see neither player deciding to go for water. I mean, when you're starting off with Age of Empires 4, you don't usually see a lot of water, because it is a little bit tricky to keep tabs on. We see Widgie here. He's over on the deer. 7 villagers on the deer. 3 villagers on the sheep. We see he's already got enough to age up. Widgie, no, come on, man. Villager production. That's very unfortunate. We see over here for Animus, he's keeping on track with his villagers. His villager production. He's also got 8 villagers now on the gold. He's got enough for food. He just needs that 100 gold, which he should get relatively shortly. Quite a few sheep as well. Now, it'll be interesting to know if both of these players know that farms are absolutely needed for the English. It's sheep and deer are not worth it. Go straight onto the farms. And now we hear Animus is going to be able to age up. Pretty good macro there, to be honest. Going with the council hall. 4 villagers on that. Widgie over here, finally remembering to queue up villagers. Look at all this food. And he's only got 3 on gold. So very interesting there. Let's have a look at Vil difference. Widgie's on 12, Animus on 15. So Animus already ahead by 3 Vils. 4 Vils even. So like 3.5 around, he's ahead. So definitely a nice start there for Animus. Or rather a bad start for Widgie. That's very unfortunate. Villager production is the same in Age of Empires 3 and Age of Empires 4. So very surprising there that we see Widgie lacking in the villager making department. But we'll forgive him. He's new. We see Animus. He's already halfway there on the age up, and Widgie is finally there with the macro. I mean, 300 too much food, and you're still not making villagers, Widgie. Come on, man. He's got more villagers in queue now. Also aging up with 4 villagers, but Animus is way ahead. If Animus decides to go for a bit of a longbow push, he's definitely gonna have the advantage. Purely because he aged up so much earlier. And it also seems like Animus's macro is a little bit better here. He's grabbing wheelbarrow, which is definitely nice to see. Animus Scout might be going down there. Barely gets away. Animus is good at deleting scouts in this tournament, it seems. In this show match. We see Animus finally aging up. Not a bad time. Definitely could be better. But for a new player, that's definitely decent compared to poor Widgie over here. But he has got quite a few villagers onto wood right now. So maybe his plan was to get lots of food, Then he can get wood, and then he'll be able to pump out these longbow. But we see no longbow coming out from Animus. So maybe looking to do a bit of a fast castle. Usually if we do see a fast castle out of English players, we only see like 1 or 2 villages on the council hall. But, you know, definitely still could be a fast castle. He's got the macro for it here. He's got a few on wood. Maybe for some houses and whatnot. To be fair, Animus is in a great position here to do so. Like, he can very easily just wall off this crossing. And then look how far Widgie would have to walk to get any sort of longbow over to him. Widgie finally aging up at 5 minutes 45. Is he going to be training longbow? He's got the wood for it, that's for sure. And now going into farms. Okay, so Widgie knows about the farms. He knows that English farms are very, very good. Whereas for Animus over here, it looks like he's going to be going for the deer. Now, the deer aren't a bad option. They're not terrible. But, I mean, for a fast castle, maybe deer is decent. But otherwise, English farms are definitely the superior option in pretty much every way, apart from the investment cost. But even then, they're so cheap. Like, 37 wood for a farm, that is absolutely ridiculous. We see 2 longbow now out for Widgie. Going to be interesting to see what he decides to do with this. Surprised we aren't seeing these 2 being pushed out. Would be really nice. You could just sit down here, shoot on these gold villages right here. And it might even force out a tower from Animus. That's how important these raids are. Even if it forces out a tower, that's going to be 100 wood that's just been invested by Animus. And I think this is something that people tend to overlook. 100 wood is quite a lot. That could be 100 wood closer to an age up, or, you know, that 100 wood could be 100 food, or 100 gold. It very quickly adds up, but we see Animus over here is going with a stable, so maybe as he ages up, he looks to go into knights, maybe. Because it seems very late right now to be going into horsemen. And we see Animus now going for a mill on berries. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Never ever get berries as the English. That is the worst thing to do. Farms are just so much better than going on to berries. So that's something Animus needs to maybe learn right there. But, I mean, he's looking in a pretty good position. So let's take a look at villager counts. We can see Animus is still ahead by 5 villas, and Widgie is sacrificing his scout right here. Animus doing a little bit of raiding on this gold mine. Widgie's scout does go down. And it looks like Animus is looking to wall up, so this definitely looks like it's going to be a bit of a fast castle. And then looks to go into knights with this stable. We see the macro's not looking too bad. He's 200 gold off. Okay, now he's a lot of gold off. Deciding to get specialized pick at this point in time. Very interesting. He's got the gold to do so. Not the gold, the food, sorry. So he's got more villagers onto gold now. Definitely nice to see. Now we see a bit of a barracks out for Widgie. I don't really understand what Widgie's game plan is here. Last game he had a very, very good game plan. He knew what he was going to do, but this game it doesn't seem like he does. He's got lots of longbow out. Well, I say lots, 6 longbow. It's not going to be the best. And with Animus now walling up, I don't think these are going to be the best. They're not going to be doing the best job here. So let's have a look at Widgie's macro. He's floating a lot of resources right now. Maybe he's looking to go castle as well, but I doubt it. Look at all those villagers on wood, really looking to get out these longbow. Also got some spearmen in queue now, so it seems like he's going to be committing to age 2. But this is so late. These longbow should have been in Animus's base right now, harassing, maybe even a tower out. So already not looking too good for Widgie. We see lots of villagers being pulled here for Animus. What's he doing with? Is he going to be going for a center map white tower, maybe? We see he's got enough to age up. What's he going to be going with? Decides to go with the King's Palace. Okay, I like this position. So Animus knows that this area is very empty. So this is a very nice spot for the King's Palace. Really securing up this gold mine and the berries. Not that you would want the berries as the English, but probably in his mind that's something he's looking for. Widgie here on the farms as well. Definitely doing a good job with the farm transition. Be nice to see these vills pulled off the deer and onto farms as well. But now the longbow are here. Animus actually losing a villager right there. That's unfortunate. He does still have a 4 villager lead, and that's only going to increase with this King's Palace. Animus throwing away his longbow right now as well. This is not looking good for him either. But these walls are up, and these walls are not going to be going down anytime soon with only these longbow here. That is for certain. But down here is open. Would have been nice to see some walls up here, Animus, because Widgie's going to be able to run into your base right now and deny this gold, deny these deer. We see Animus now ages up. He's going to be able to get out some knights. Let's see if he decides to queue any up. It doesn't seem like he's queuing. There we go, 3 knights in queue now. Would have been nice to see another stable out, but not bad at all. Widgie now realizes that there's a gap in the south of the base here for Animus. Now some more vills might be going down here. That's going to be at least 1 villager going down. It's going to be a 2. Ooh, okay, so Animus only has a 3 villager lead at this point in time. Animus has got some longbows out for himself. If he gets the town centre fire, doing some decent damage towards his longbow, he should be able to clean this up. Widgie's now repelled. And I wonder if we'll see the upgrade. No veteran upgrade yet from Animus. Would be nice to see. And the first knight has arrived for Animus. So he could probably push out at this point, focus the longbow onto the spears with their extra long range, then get the knights onto the longbow. We see second stable now coming down. Animus on the berries over here. Oh god, you could be okay. He's moving some onto the gold. That's good to see. And we can see Widgie just really reinforcing this army, this age 2 army. It hasn't really done too much for him. He's managed to kill what, like 3 villagers, which I mean it's decent, but Animus has the second town centre. He's in age 3. He's got knights out. Widgie needs to catch up. And look at the resources he's floating right now. He's not really sure what he's doing. He's producing spearmen still. But definitely interesting to see here. He's building some more barracks. So we'll have to see what he decides to go for. Because catching up right now in the tech department is probably in his interest. It looks like he's returning to base now, so maybe looking to do that. Going up with the King's Palace would be really nice here. Widgie making some walls of his own at the moment as well. Now these walls could have been done over here, and that would have been in a really nice position. This whole part of the map would be in a really nice safe position for Widgie. You would have been able to get his King's Palace up, like, maybe over here, onto these golds. You could even go all the way back here onto these woods. But we'll have to see what he decides to do. 3 barracks are out for Widgie, so maybe when he decides to go age 3, he's got the resources for it now. Maybe he looks to go into men-at-arms. It would definitely be a nice choice. Now we can see Animus wrapping around the north here with his knights. Luckily Widgie's half a wall has been completed, but Widgie needs to finish the other half. King's Palace is going up. If Animus spots this out, he might be able to deny this age up for quite a while. And as long as this age up is denied, Animus is going to have the knight advantage. He's going to have the villager advantage because he's been on the second town centre. And now we see a monastery coming out for Animus. Looking like he's wanting to pick up a few relics here. And now Widgie walling this up finally, but it's too late. A villager's going to be going down here for Widgie. And these knights are going to be running through the base of Widgie. Another vill goes down. More vills are going to be lost here if Widgie doesn't pull back. Spearman and longbow do make an appearance here. Animus doesn't want to lose these knights. These are expensive. But the age up is currently being denied, so definitely doing a good job right there. And it looks like the macro from Widgie looks like it's going to be men-at-arms. He's a longbow, not doing too much damage versus these knights. Another villager going down there for Widgie. So let's have a look at the vill count. 14 vills ahead for Animus right now. And he still has the King's Palace producing vills, whereas Widgie does not. We see walls are up here as well for Widgie. He's putting more vills for some reason. I wonder what these... They're going to be walling up as well. Yeah, they are. 3 vills there to finish 1 bit of wall. Very nice, very nice. But Widgie completely surrounding himself in walls. The only entrance now is this little gap here, which Animus is going to find it very hard to run through. 3 knights out for Animus. Is he looking to do a bit of a Not really sure what he's up to. He's massing quite a lot of longbow here, it seems. And we do see prelates are out. Oh, not prelates, monks, sorry. You can tell I've been playing some HRE recently. Looking like he's wanting to pick up a few of these relics. Definitely a good option here. While you got the tech advantage, you might as well get down a monastery and pick up the relics. Especially if this goes late game, you know. Relics are always a nice free passive income of gold. But I mean, English in the late game do very nicely with their farm, with their enclosures. Which gives them gold for free with every farm you got. We can see a really big longbow mass now building for Animus. He's got the knights out as well. And it seems like Widgie building lots and lots of spearmen. Another barrack. Is he looking to just go full spearman? He's an age 3, but he's not producing any men-at-arms because going full spearman here against this composition is not a good idea. These longbow are going to do a great job versus this. And these knights, I mean, sure, the spearmen are going to kill the knights, but the knights don't exactly have to go into combat. The knights could just do some raiding on the side. We see the first relic is being picked up for Animus. Surprised he didn't go for this one first, but maybe looking to make sure Widgie doesn't pick up any on his side. Now we see Animus coming from the south this time. And Widgie seems like he's pretty set on it coming from the north, but he doesn't have this walled off. So Animus could just run into the base before Widgie has time to react with these spears. And these knights could just be encircling your base, causing absolute havoc. Animus is the scout out as well, so definitely going to be able to spot out any holes in the base. But both players not really doing a lot, and we now see a wall coming out for Widgie. There's still a bit of a hole over here. But yeah, definitely Widgie's looking to turtle up at the moment. But we already do see a massive villager lead for Animus. And, oh, Widgie, no, come on, man. Why no villagers? Why no villagers? Please make more villagers. There we go. So we can see just a massive lead at the moment. Almost a 21 villager lead for Animus. Wow. And he's getting in these relics as well. He's going to be able to grab this other one very easily as well. He's definitely doing a good job there, picking up those relics. We can just see that's all reflected in the score at the moment. Now, score doesn't necessarily mean everything in a game, but it especially does in a mirror matchup. Because if someone has a score lead in a mirror, you know that they're going to be ahead in some way. That second relic now being picked up as well. Heading back to the monastery. Animus looking very comfy in his base at the moment. I'm surprised we don't see any more production out from Animus. Sticking with the two stable in base. He's got the blacksmith out as well. He's got a few of his upgrades. He's got two of the age, two of the pierce armor upgrades. So he's going to be able to do some really, really nice damage to any of Widgie's longbow, which currently have no upgrades. And he's got mainly spearmen. This is not good for Widgie. Widgie's looking to push out at the moment here. But he does not want to be doing this, especially against this composition. You see this monk is healing up this knight, doing a good job right there. We see another monk is now arriving for Animus. Looking like he's going to send that to the south to pick up the relics. And Widgie now looks to push out. Uh-oh, this is not going to be good. Widgie should be able to... I think Widgie sees the knights and he's like... Or not. Because I can imagine Widgie seeing all these knights right now and being like, yes, he's not going to be ready for all these spears. But behind that, look at all these longbow. And now Animus actually looking to go age 4. What's he going to be aging up with? You see 3 builds have been pulled over here. Are these going to be the Berkshire Palace? No? Okay. We'll have to see where he decides to age up. But Widgie can he's looking to age up as well, it seems. But at this point in time, Animus is way ahead. He's got like a 35 villager lead. No, 25 villager lead. And also Animus has 2 relics and a sacred site. So that's like 3 relics in the bank right now. Definitely doing a good job right here. very passive game so far. Compared to last game, this is a very, very big difference. But Animus looking very strong right now. Siege Workshop now being dropped for Widgie. Maybe looking to get out some mangonels. Mangonels would be really nice in this position, especially against all of these longbow for Animus. Now we see 4 archery rangers dropped here in this mini base, and here is the age up for Animus, deciding to plunk it right in the middle of this island. Definitely an interesting position. Definitely not too bad, especially with Widgie setting up this base over here. To be honest, it would have been nicer to see it maybe at the front here. But this isn't a terrible position. How many villagers do we have there? 6 villagers going to be aging up this Berkshire. If Animus is able to get in these upgrades and then push Widgie, he's going to be looking in an amazing position. Widgie actually going with a keep for himself over here. Definitely, it ain't no Berkshire, but still not bad. Looking to secure this position here. But look at all this floating from Widgie. He can't decide whether he wants to age up. He's getting a mangonel out, which is definitely a good choice at the moment. Definitely what he needs. But if you're floating all these resources, you might as well get the age up. Like, there's no point in not. If you're floating that much, you can. And I don't know if he's spotted that Animus is aging up, but doesn't seem like it. But quite a massive longbow now building for Widgie, so he might be in a better position to take on this army. 2 trebuchets now out for Animus. I think Animus has spotted the keep. He will be spotting it soon, that's for sure. So Animus may be looking to push down to the south here. Big wall up for Widgie now, but these are only palisade walls. Palisade walls will be very easily taken down by just the knights. These trebuchets aren't even needed for the walls, but the trebuchets are going to be doing a good job against this keep when Animus does spot this. Let's have a look, see if Animus can spot it. These knights are going to be able to run into the keep anyway. And I think Animus is going to be feeling very, very good about this. He's going to be losing a knight here if he's not careful. I think that's the knight going to be going down. It is. Very unfortunate. But Animus is like, yes, I've got the trebuchets out already. And to be honest, you probably could just get a bombard immediately from this Berkshire and try and take down this this keep. Mangonel is out for Widgie. But I mean, this is a pretty big army here from Animus as well. And with this Berkshire here as well, Widgie's just sacking units right here. Scout doing some scouting as it likes to do. We do actually see 15 spearmen sit inside of this keep. It's probably quite a decent idea, because this keep is going to be able to shoot out quite a lot of arrows onto these units. And I don't think spearmen is exactly what Widgie needs right now. To be fair, there is 13 knights here, but definitely looking like Animus is in a better position here. He's almost at max pop. It's about 30 pop away. See, the scout is just being an absolute pain from here, from Animus here. Now Widgie pulling his units back just to kill that one wolf. The villagers probably could have done that themselves, but that's all right. 2 mangonels and a trebuchet out now for Widgie. So Widgie really looking to go heavy on the siege. Animus looking to take out this keep soon. Spearmen now pushing forwards. This is not a good idea versus this many longbow and Berkshire. Oh, amazing shots right there by Widgie. Taking an amazing shot onto these longbow. 3rd mangonel now out. These longbow need to be really careful. Animus doing an amazing job right there. Dodging that. And we see a bombard now coming out for Animus. Maybe looking to take out these mangonels. These definitely do a good job with the mangonels. Another amazing dodge there by Animus. Animus, not sure if he's doing this intentionally. It seems like he is. Able to dodge those mangonels. And now elite knights are out. Elite longbow. Widgie still in age 3. Look at the resources he's floating right now. He could have been age 4 ages ago, but chooses not to. And I think Animus is going to be able to stomp over Widgie at this point. The bombard, the trebuchets, and good game is called. Game 2 goes over to AnimusVox. That means the score is 1-1. We're going to be going to a match point decider game. If you did enjoy this, please do feel free to leave a like, and I'll catch you in the 3rd and final game.